Tesla AI Day results and news from Elon Musk, a new universal humanoid robot, a world record of two-legged robots in a 100-meter run, new superpowers of artificial intelligence, concepts of robotic flying cars, and other high-tech news in today's one episode. Let's fly! Elon Musk showed an almost working prototype of the Optimus robot at Tesla AI Day. The presentation began with a test version made of off-the-shelf Bumblebee components, and then Optimus itself appeared on the stage, the appearance and design of which is close to the final production model. But exactly how the Tesla Universal Humanoid is built and what it can do today, see a video summarizing all the Tesla AI Day announcements at the link in the description below. The idea of a humanoid robot has captured not only Elon Musk, but also one of the founders of the flying car startup Archer. They decided to create a universal humanoid robot. For this, he founded another startup, Figure, whose activities today are completely hidden from public view. However, journalists of TechCrunch managed to see a presentation of the robot showing only a rendering so far. The system looks more like the robot Tesla is developing than a massive Atlas from Boston Dynamics. The smaller and thinner frame, still human-sized but shorter, will be powered by electricity rather than the hydraulics that power other robotic systems. The founder has also allocated $100 million for development. The German startup Robotics has succumbed to the temptation and decided to either create or attract attention by introducing another Tesla-style humanoid robot. The 4NE1 robot promises to be a universal helper and loyal friend to its future masters, but so far it exists mainly in the form of graphics. Although at the end of the video the company intrigues us with a real prototype. Do you think we'll ever see this robot, or is this just another attempt to get some high valuation in the news from Elon Musk? Let us know down below in the comments. Cassie's robot from Agility Robotics set a Guinness World Record as the fastest 100-meter run by a two-legged robot. Cassie averaged just over 4 meters per second and covered 100 meters in 24.73 seconds. However, the robot has a lot to aspire to still. Its biological prototype, the ostrich, can cover 100 meters in just 5 seconds. It's not an autonomous run, as this version of Cassie has no external sensors and was remotely controlled by a human. But with that said, the sprint required additional training from the engineers in the form of gait optimization in the simulation. And according to the researchers, one of the most difficult tasks was actually getting Cassie to accelerate out of the seat and then slow down to a stop at the other end without falling. Volkswagen showed a functional concept of the fully autonomous robot car of the future, Gen Travel. The 4-seat concept car with 4 gull-wing doors is something between a sedan and a minivan. It's designed for long journeys and intended to compete with short-haul airlines. Gen Travel has a unique modular seating system in the cabin. If used for business travel, the 4 seats can be arranged around a central table, and on overnight moves, the 2 seats can be folded down flat into beds. In this configuration, the automatic lighting system will trigger the production of melatonin, which helps you fall asleep and wake up rested. Finally, for family trips, the front seats are equipped with an augmented reality system. It's interesting that in any mode, even when the passengers are laying down, an innovative system of passive safety is responsible for their life and health, and that eABC system provides additional comfort. It calculates in advance vertical and lateral body movements as a result of acceleration, braking, and turning, and in return, it optimizes the trajectory and driving style. In addition, there's a caravan driving system that allows autonomous cars to drive in a group. It will help reduce energy consumption by reducing air resistance. What do you think of this car? For the first time, NASA tried to change the trajectory of an asteroid. To do this, the agency smashed a kamikaze probe into the asteroid Dimorph, 160 meters in diameter. The space probe, launched in November 2021, approached its victim at 6.5 kilometers per second, photographed it, and crashed into it in an attempt to change the trajectory. Dimorph does not pose any threat to Earth. It's just a test by NASA, which expects to protect our planet from large meteorites in this method. The asteroid is about 11 million kilometers from Earth, and we will know about the success or failure of the mission in only a couple of weeks. Meta's machine learning experts presented the Make a Video algorithm capable of turning text into video. It's enough to enter a description of the scene in a few words, and the artificial intelligence generates a short video corresponding to the text. Make a Video learns from pairs of images and captions as well as unlabeled videos, which are represented by millions of videos. While the objects look blurry and surreal, their movements are blurred. Still, the technology's prospects for content creators are incredible. On the other hand, there's a danger of using the algorithm for deepfakes and misinformation. Maybe that's why the company doesn't say whether or when this technology will be available to the public. Nala Robotics has launched a fast food robot that says it can fry chicken wings, fries, and other foods on its own, season them, and serve them on plates. It's called the Wingman, and it's available for rent for $3,000 a month. At $22 an hour, the Wingman will save employers 75% of their wages if they work 18 hours a day for an average of 30 days a month. According to the developers, the robot with artificial intelligence and computer vision systems can cook several different dishes simultaneously, taking food out of storage, breading the chicken, salting potatoes, and performing all the necessary tasks. Oh, and while we're on the topic, if you have a fast food job, it's not looking good for the future. Scientists have created a liquid robot that can separate and assemble from several parts to penetrate the narrow passages inside the human body and deliver drugs to a specific organ. The microbot, made from a suspension of iron oxide and hydrocarbon oil, is controlled by spherical rotating magnets. The demonstration looks impressive. In general, scientists from all over the world have recently presented many developments in the field of microbotics, and we can expect this implementation in the near future. Do you agree with this type of technology? Let us know down below. The Florida-based company Dorani has opened pre-orders for its single-seat vertical takeoff and landing electric plane with the design and capabilities of a race car. Characteristically, there's no full-size working prototype yet, but flying cars are real in the mainstream right now, and we talked about existing models in detail, and you can see that video right here in the link in the tip. But here at Dorani, they decided to hype it up, having on hand and rendering some smaller models and promising at the same time the first deliveries by just 2024. The technology for flying cars is developing, and the further it goes, the easier it will be for developers. Electric Dorani H1 is a one-seat cabin placed between wide wings with propellers inside them. It's reported that it will be able to reach a maximum speed of 225 kilometers per hour with a cruising speed of 160 kilometers per hour. It has a cruising range of almost 100 kilometers, and the mass of the vehicle is 650 kilograms with a payload at 200 kilograms. AnimalX finally started selling four-legged robots AnimalX to everyone. The company said it's already collected 500 pre-orders, and it will begin shipping the robot by mid-2023. AnimalX is designed and certified for use in hazardous and potentially explosive environments for areas like oil, gas, and chemical plants. Like Spot, the robot will conduct automated inspections of rooms, equipments, and sensors. And with that said, AnimalX cost almost twice the starting price of Spot, as much as $150,000. Amazon released updates to its $1,000 Astro Home robot, launched a year ago and received by some customers without much enthusiasm. The robot has learned how to make observations, detect pets, but most importantly, the manufacturers prepared an SDK which third-party developers can add new features to the machine. Perhaps now the robot will be given a second chance. It can work as a security guard, checking doors and windows, will send you cute videos of your pets while you're gone, and become really useful thanks to useful software. Though still to be developed by engineers at American universities, and for now, Amazon will entrust the SDK only to them. The developers of iCognito have created an artificial intelligence that can detect psychological conditions and disorders based on chat messages. The algorithm is trained on more than 50 million users and messages. Through the chatbot, the AI will not only be able to identify your mood and condition, but also make recommendations on how to manage them. Do you believe in the success of these type of algorithms? Let us know in the comments. Researchers from the UK and Switzerland have unveiled an airborne additive manufacturing system that can autonomously print buildings and structures. The 3D printing fleet consists of two types of quadcopters, build drones, which apply materials in layers from nozzles, and scan drones, which use standard optical cameras to continuously display structures in 3D and control their quality. The drones work together from a single drawing, adapting to changes in structural geometry and in real time as the construction progresses. And the work is not as slow as the video might suggest. In the experiments, the drones were able to make a 72-layer cylinder of polyurethane insulating foam 2 meters high and 30 centimeters wide in just 29 minutes. The production accuracy was within 5 millimeters, and the system operates autonomously and it can be scaled to print large structures in hard-to-reach areas. The startup Quadruped Robotics introduced a system for intuitive remote robot control. It aims to provide access to robots from anywhere in the world, and it was developed with the support of NASA and the US National Science Foundation. The developers said that their approach uses various artificial intelligence technologies and allows human operators to help in situations where artificial intelligence does not work. At the same time, the AI learns while interacting with humans, improving its automation capabilities over time. The space startup Get AI showed a ground test of its S2 space debris removal robot. During the demonstration, the robot picked up tools and simulated various tasks to assemble and maintain instruments in orbit. This is the second generation of the startup's robot, designed to automate internal and external tasks on space stations, in-orbit maintenance, and lunar-based development. The robot is semi-autonomous, and that means it combines telecontrol with its own artificial intelligence to help interpret and execute human commands correctly. Researchers from MIT's Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, in collaboration with the Toyota Research Institute, have developed a system that can use human tools just as well as, well, humans. It's worth saying that the use of improvised tools is a hallmark of human intelligence. It's difficult for a robot not to just pick up a tool, but also calculate the necessary force to work with it. And now, it seems that scientists have been able to solve this problem. At least in the demonstration, the robot successfully coped with both squeezing liquid from tubes and writing words with a pen. The Huzhou Research Institute of Zhejiang University in China has assembled a team of robots to conduct research missions in the unexplored underground environments of the Yellow Dragon Cave. The program targets both terrestrial subterranean areas that could be useful for humans and help to explore subterranean spaces on other planets. The researchers took Deep Robotics' RoboPass as a four-legged platform. Remember that China has big ambitions in space exploration, and it's rapidly catching up with NASA and ESA, if not by the number, then by the enormity of the plans and missions, including the construction of a national space station and the exploration of the Moon and Mars. Northrop Grumman unveiled a manta ray underwater drone commissioned by DARPA. The drone, inspired by a giant sea devil, will need to perform long-range missions in the ocean environment without the need for logistical support, guidance, or manual control. The task of creating a drone like this is not as simple as it may appear. These machines must have complete autonomy and decision-making freedom to operate in a very hostile environment. For example, drones will have to be able to stop and recharge their batteries from sea currents or geothermal sources. They'll also need to be able to distinguish, mark, and avoid obstacles to avoid being trapped in crevices and sea cliffs or to avoid getting tangled in algae and so on. The manta ray drone is not ready yet, it's only a prototype, but in the future it will be able to operate in a stealth underwater world for a long time. Check out this stunning footage taken by an FPV drone that's completely unafraid of water. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't miss any new episodes from the world of high tech. Also, if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out our Instagram and other social network page, and you can find those links down in the description.